Gary Reistad is someone who is very passionate about family, music, and his work. Just a fun guy to be around. I mean, just loved being out on stories when he was field producing. You know, I think I have this correct. I think, you know, when the State Fair started Stuff on the Stick, I mean, I think I give Gary Reistad all the credit in the world for publicizing that and making that such a staple of State Fair right now. I mean, when that came out, we were doing stories doing Stuff on a Stick, you know, like once a day. Different item that was done stuff on a stick. I mean, as a matter of fact, vendors were coming to us saying, "Hey, we saw your story. We just came up with something else for Stuff on a Stick. Come on over." You know.
So
Gary pretty much may have promoted that and, you know, made that a staple of what State Fair is like today. I mean, I think you can still find all over the fair Stuff on a Stick. I think in getting to know Gary over the last, you know, 30-some years, I think, and again, I don't know his extended family very well, but he speaks a lot about his extended family. And I think he'd probably give him credit to, you know, his mother, his father, and brothers and sisters. You know, I think he has a really strong family. And I think, you know, a lot of who Gary is kind of his family. He cares. He really cares about his work. He cares that we're right. He cares that we're always putting the best product forward. He's just you know, a perfectionist is, you know, it sounds really bad to some people sometimes, but Gary is a perfectionist. And in this business, that doesn't hurt. Well, this is an honest to God true story. I mean, when I started here, I was pretty young and Gary had arrived shortly before I did. And for the longest time, I thought he somehow worked with the Beatles. I mean, he always talked about the Beatles as if he intimately knew them, and you know, it took me for a while to kind of figure out that this guy is just a Beatles junkie. He really has no ties to the Beatles. So, you know, that is the one thing I love about Gary. I mean, just again, passionate about things, like I said, and you know, music is definitely one of those, and he's not afraid to share that with you.
Yeah.
When the station decided to start doing broadcasts live from Summerfest and State Fair, we were one of the first crews to start doing some of those in terms of field stories. And we'd always have a good crew every year, and Gary would always find a way to lighten it up. And one of the ways of lightening up that eventually became a tradition was the Hawaiian shirts and the Miami Vice theme, which to this day I think to this day, I think we're all a little embarrassed to even talk about it because, as some people know, some of those pictures have resurfaced. Gary and Denise are considered really good friends. Our kids, although are slightly different in age, but very close in age, we've kind of seen each other's kids grow up together. And Denise and Gary, just wonderful parents. What they've done with their kids are just fabulous. Great kids, great family. And I think, again, it goes back to what I said earlier, you know, that's Gary's foundation, and he's pretty much carried that all the way through. Breaking news chicken.
Can you even talk?
I believe we can talk about it as long as we don't touch it. And I don't even really know how long it's been up, but I've never gotten near that thing. I mean, those of us in this business, you know, although breaking news is part of what we do, it's not something we're looking to do every day. So I've stayed away from that chicken. My understanding is if you touch it, you know, we're going to be dealing with breaking news, you know, pretty close from the time that chicken is touched. So I stay as far away from that chicken as possible. Hey Gary, congratulations. What a great honor. I know I speak from all the photographers here at today's TMJ4. We are very proud of you, well deserving. Congratulations, my friend.